I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by my running mate here tonight. It's Jay Williams.
Ed, always a pleasure. Do you see the intensity in their eyes tonight? Do you see that passion? We're going to have a barn burner. Let's check it out.
You can see it. You can feel it. I know this takes you back. Let's do this thing. Won by the Lakers. Caldwell Pope to Danny Green. Jay, last year the Lakers 35-47. What impact, obviously, will LeBron James have on this Lakers team and their record?
There's no doubt that I think the Lakers will get over 35 wins. Will they get over 50, though, is the major question. I don't see that happening, considering last year only two teams in the West, Golden State and Houston, had over 50 wins.
Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know, just like I know, you're not getting back on D.
Utah with the possession. LeBron with it up top. 2-point advantage. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
LeBron James, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 73%. Oops, he missed the first one. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Utah ball. To Gobert. Sizing up the defense. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. To James. Davis. LeBron James, defended by Green. Caldwell Pope to James. LeBron James, 2 for 2. That's what you want. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
Joe Ingles. Lets it fly from long range. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock to Gobert. Surveys the floor. Here comes the screen. 5 to shoot for Utah. Mitchell. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Mitchell with it up top. They trail by 7. To Gobert. Anthony Davis with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To James. Nothing going here on that drive. James. They go down to Davis. Count the bucket for 2.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Quinn Snyder signals for time. His guys have come out flat. Slow start in this first quarter. Shifting gears, here comes some substitutions. Rudy Gobert returns last year. The Jazz go on their run. Jay, how reliant is Utah on the Frenchman?
I would say pretty heavily, considering he's the reigning NBA Defensive Player of the Year. This team has to win it on the defensive end. That is the mentality of the Utah Jazz.
Won't go. LeBron into the front court. 9-0 is the score. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Exum into the front court. He'll run the offense. Gobert. Nothing going here on that drive. Knocks it down off the step back.
You have to understand something. I do not care that you're 1 of 6 from the field. The only statistic that matters is the final score.
To Davis. Caldwell Pope. Nothing going here on that drive. To Davis. LeBron James. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Deep right corner. Trying to cash in. Shot by Bogdanovic. Off the mark. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by JaVale McGee. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. To Joe Ingles. Doesn't get the bounce. Caldwell Pope gets it in the right corner. To Davis. Baseline drive, but he can't finish.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
LBJ has it. Oh, big finish at the rim.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Mitchell with the basketball. His guys trail by 13. Oh, had him going there for a second. Cashes in for 2.
It's going to be a long road back, I'm not going to lie to you. But it's only the first quarter, and that's exactly what you needed. You needed to see the ball go in a couple of times.
Here comes the screen. LeBron James, guarded by Green. LeBron James, he's now 5 for 6.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Mitchell, much needed bucket right there with the 3. This game, long way to go. They're back within 10.
This isn't going to be a rollover game. That's the kind of facial expressions you need from somebody who's ready to fight.
Oh, not a good pass there as it's stolen by Utah. Jay, we talk about it all the time. The coaches in this league, who best puts their players in a position to shine? And now I give you Quinn Snyder.
I remember Quinn Snyder, after an ugly loss to Atlanta last year, really made some changes to their system. And here's the thing I love about Quinn Snyder. He recruited me when I was 15 and 16 years old. He was an assistant coach at Duke. The way he spoke to me really got me to buy in. He taught me that it was about being part of something bigger than yourself. And when you buy into what Quinn Snyder preaches, that's how you end up beating OKC in the first round NBA playoffs.
Screen coming. The Jazz with 4 in the shot clock. To Gobert. Has a chance. Gobert comes up empty. Caldwell Pope to Davis. Short jumper misses. Joe Ingles. The pass taken away by the Lakers. James, defended by Green. Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out. Another shot won't go either. Mitchell with it up top. They find themselves down 10. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Into the game for Utah, number 23.
To Howard. It goes down.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Mitchell with the basketball. Trailing by 10. Jeff Green guarded by Howard. Five to shoot for Utah. Jay, 48 wins for Utah. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Across the timeline comes James. It's an 8-point lead. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot from in close, no good.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Here comes the screen. To Joe Ingles. Here's a chance from long range, and it's Caldwell Pope with the rebound. Oh, good defense by the Jazz as they come away with the steal. The Jazz with 4 in the shot clock. Has a look. The screen sets him up for 2.
I mean, I don't know how much better the defense has to play you on that one. The guy was right in your grill, and you still knocked it down.
LBJ. Curling inside. And he finishes at the rim.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Mitchell with it up top. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. Joe Ingles. To Gobert. No good.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Able to convert inside. Deep three at the buzzer. They'll take it from downtown. Let's see, Jay, if that wakes them up.
Yeah, that was a big-time three, but the most important possession is now, the one you're currently in. Don't focus on the next play, but focus on the present.
Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Mitchell with the basketball. Right now, down 7. Driving right to the basket. Short jumper won't go down.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
Mitchell matched up with Daniels. And he scores on the step back.
For any fans out there that thought Donovan Mitchell didn't put any stock into the fact that he was not the Rookie of the Year, you are wrong. Donovan Mitchell is that type of guy that uses everything in his power to fuel him to be the best on the court each and every day. If that was a campaign he built with Adidas, rookie question mark, it doesn't matter. That perceived failure is something that will only make this kid better tomorrow.
And he scores. Unguardable, Jay.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
It's James controlling the offense. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
If LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A., that means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Howard snatching it out of the air.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Nice pass to get things going.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. Rondo off the mark. Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go.
I'm the player that just missed that shot. Just because you're open doesn't mean you need to shoot. You can put the ball down on the ground and drive to the rim.
And the finish at the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Here comes the screen. Dante Exum matched up with Howard. Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Lakers at the controls right now. To Howard. To Danny Green. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Trying to cash in. Add 2 points to the board.
clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Here's Exum. They trail by 7. Dwight Howard tips it. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Jazz. Changes coming from both sides right now. Here comes the screen. To Howard. And look out. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Here comes the screen. Has a chance. Step back jumper.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Kyle Kuzma. Down for McGee. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Who's controlling the paint? The offense is controlling the paint right now. The defense needs to do a better job of making it more uncomfortable for those easy lays.
Has a look. Jumper's good.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes 2 of us.
To Howard. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit. Exum into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. And the rebound taken down by the Lakers. Nice finish at the rim.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Los Angeles has the basketball. JaVale McGee. Knock loose. Jazz have it. Rondo into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. Howard. Superman, Dwight Howard. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
They get it down to Gobert. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Rondo to the basket, but he can't finish. It's Jazz ball. To Gobert. 5 to shoot for Utah. Here comes the screen. For 3, not easy.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that 3 despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. James, defended by Green. Jazz have the ball. Has a chance with the step back.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
James into the front court. Up 6. To Danny Green. James from the outside, no good.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next...
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Joe Ingles. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
And he's fouled. Davis going to the line for 2.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Anthony Davis at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 79% at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Mitchell with it up top. Margins 8. To Gobert. Dwight Howard swats it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
They'll get it down to Davis. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. AD, is he a new age big?
Easy answer is yes. He is Mr. Versatility. He can do everything on both the offensive and the defensive end. He can fight the post, battle for position. He can protect the rim. Plus, if you switch, he can guard guards on the perimeter. That's what you love about AD. You need something, he has an answer for you.
Mitchell, guarded by Troy Daniels. That's no good.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
To Davis. Anthony Davis. 3 for 3 in this first half.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Shot from the lane won't go.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
To Joe Ingles. Cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
Okay, that time it was effective. But a really good defender will put that in their memory bank.
Down low for Davis. Anthony Davis. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Joe Ingles. Bojan Bogdanovic up against the 8-time All-Star. Ingles shot off the mark. Los Angeles, they have it. To Davis. Can't connect. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
No. See, this is where I lose my mind. If you have that height, you got to throw that one down with authority. Send a message.
Lakers come up with it. To Davis. Won't go. Dwight Howard pins it. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Joe Ingles. This will be out of bounds off of Davis. Five on the shot clock. Has a look. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Joe Ingles trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. Free throw good. A three-point play. And they're back within single digits. Down by 9. JaVale McGee lays it in. Desperation shot here from half court. That's it for the first half. So far, it's been all Lakers.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Lakers put together a nice half and were rewarded with a solid lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. The Jazz are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. They've been scrappy, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. These are the guys getting buckets for the Utah Jazz.
Game track. Bench points.
The Utah Jazz are getting enough bench production in this contest. Their reserves need to step up and start making an impact in this game.
Player of the half.
The chosen one did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. Here comes the screen. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play, shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. Off the mark on his free throw. Donovan Mitchell with the rock. To Gobert. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Gobert. Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. LeBron into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Trying to cash in with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
The true measure of Rudy Gobert comes on the defensive end. He was all-NBA defensive first team and was tied for the lowest opponent field goal percentage at 43%. You ain't getting by that.
Danny Green, a good defense by the Jazz as they come away with it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Lakers ball. James to Davis. Able to convert inside.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
To Joe Ingles. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Can't connect from in close. LeBron with it up top. His team on top by 13. To Danny Green. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
LeBron James trying to cash in on the three-point play. He struggled so far. Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Mitchell with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Down low for Gobert. Oh, emphatic slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Nothing going here on that drive. Can't miss those. Good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Danny Green to James. Nice pass to set things up. Strong finish that time for Danny Green.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Mitchell with it up top. Down a bundle. Down to Gobert. Slams it down. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Nothing going here on that drive. Here's LeBron for 2. Add 2 points to the board.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Mitchell with the basketball. His guys down big. To Joe Ingles. Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell is going to get 3 shots here for his career, 80% at the line. And hits the first free throw. Second of 3 is good. And he hits all 3 free throws. LBJ with it. McGee powers it through.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Mitchell with it up top. Trailing by 15. Nothing going here on that drive. And scores.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
From the outside, no good.
I got ball.
The pass taken away by the Lakers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Missed it. How'd that not go down? Davis to James. Down for McGee with the flush, taking on all comers.
What a move. But the move never should have happened in the first place, especially if there's communication from the help side defender. You have to let that guy know which way he can force him defensively to where there's help.
It's James controlling the offense. Throws it down.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
To Joe Ingles. Has a chance. Shot by Bogdanovich, no good. The follow won't go either. LeBron into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Mitchell. Tough shot. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field. Now a whistle and a timeout for Utah as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Mitchell defended by Daniels.
Hey, double three.
The Jazz with 4 in the shot clock. Anthony Davis rejects it. That's a 24-second violation.
Hey, switch, I got him.
James to Howard. Shot from the lane won't go. Donovan Mitchell with the rock.
Here we go.
They get it down to Gobert. And the slam.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Across the timeline comes James. His guys holding the big lead. Howard. To James. No good. And no foul.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
To Gobert. The shot almost. To James. Joe Ingles sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Anthony Davis able to recover with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To Davis. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Joe Ingles. Here comes the screen. And he knocks it down, Jay.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
LeBron James with the rock. Drives, but a shot won't go down. Mitchell with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Curling inside. Dwight Howard sends it away. Dwight Howard with a piece. Had a good look there, but it's no good.
And I'm telling you from personal experience, those are the ones that keep you up late at night. A point-blank miss right there. Got to make those.
Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks. But you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
LeBron James has got 2 shots coming, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. First free throw is good.
Subbing in for the
Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Here comes the screen. Dante Exum, defended by Howard. To Joe Ingles from long range. That one off the mark. It's no good. Slams it down.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Lakers at the controls right now. Kuzma to James. Has a look. James shot no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Here we go. My ball, my ball.
Getting dirty. Loose ball on the deck. And he scores. Jay, how do you stop that? Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way with the Lakers in command. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the fourth quarter, and it might be time to empty the bench, Jay. This game appears to be well in hand.
And their starting 5 has certainly earned the fourth quarter off. They've been terrific this ball game. And this is the type of game where you find a chance to relax. You ice up, you watch your other teammates play, you applaud them, and you get ready for the next game.
Short jumper off the mark. Lakers have it.
I'm looking at the bench right now, and the coach is saying, keep pushing it, keep going.
Epe Udo, huge block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Caldwell Pope. To James. Trying to cash in with the step back.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Has a chance. Gets a shot up off the mark.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There you go. Finally. Shoot your shot.
Here's Exum. He'll run the offense.
Here we go. I got him. Let's go.
5 seconds to shoot. Has a look. And scores. Nice move, Jay.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup to James. Caldwell Pope. Tony Bradley with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
Exum into the front court. Down a bundle. Deep two there. Won't go. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Trying to cash in. And the Lakers with the rebound. JaVale McGee. To James. Five to shoot for Los Angeles. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. 4 out of 7.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Can't connect. Not the best shot with the defender right there.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
Ball's tied up. Neither player wants to give it up. Like a mad scientist, Quinn Snyder making some moves to his bench. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
The drive, right to the basket. Anthony Davis snatching it out of the air.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
5 to shoot for Utah. Mitchell, that's how you defend.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Can slam it down. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Has a chance. Shot by Bogdanovich, off the mark.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
LeBron James, guarded by Green. Davis to Danny Green. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Rondo. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Mitchell with it up top. His guys down big. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Finishing inside the paint on that one. Utah's got it. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Donovan Mitchell, a couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. James into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Great defense there, forcing the pickup to Danny Green. Rudy Gobert tips it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
To Gobert. Shot won't go. To James. Davis. To James. Deep left corner. Caldwell Pope. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Here comes the screen. Anthony Davis swats it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock.
Hands up, hands up, hands up.
The monster stuff. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
That's me. Top ball.
The Jazz with 4 on the shot clock. Fires the three. And Davis there to grab the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. To Joe Ingles. Los Angeles has the basketball. To James. Probing the defense. Takes stock of the floor. Nothing going here on that drive. James. Message received. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. To James. Oh, not a good pass there as it's stolen by Utah. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
For any fans out there that thought Donovan Mitchell didn't put any stock into the fact that he was not the Rookie of the Year, you are wrong. Donovan Mitchell is that type of guy that uses everything in his power to fuel him to be the best on the court each and every day. If that was a campaign he built with Adidas, rookie question mark, it doesn't matter. That perceived failure is something that will only make this kid better tomorrow.
Mitchell, he buries it.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Jumper's good.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
LeBron into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
I don't know, Ed. Maybe there's a long-term play here. But next game, we're going to be aggressive early. Maybe.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Oh, he missed on a pair. Mitchell with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Gobert to Joe Ingles. Five to shoot for Utah. They get it down to Mitchell. Nice pass to set things up.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
James to Howard. Big finish at the rim. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Los Angeles, they have it. Davis to James. Probing the defense. James to Davis. Stuffs it down with authority.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Able to convert inside. The Lakers get the victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers came away with the victory in this one. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Jazz couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Check out the leading scores for the Utah Jazz.
Game track. Defense. Player of the game.
LeBron James gets rewarded for the way he provided his teammates with plenty of easy baskets. His assist total is certainly indicative of his clever playmaking. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.